No, this is not to validate anyone who is stuck and wallowing in the rut. What I'm about to share in this video, would bring it to a point where you do something and they ask, how were you able to achieve that? And you'll be like, I'm an artist. That's because I'm an artist. Okay, this happened 2 months ago. I just finished a session at the gym. So I left the gym and I was trying to get to the bus stop with someone who I worked out with. So it was already late. The question went like, what do you do? You know how gym bros are, most times I think I have a couple of guys I work out at the gym with and I don't even know their name and what they do with outside the gym, right? It's our safe space. We love to keep it that way. So I've been able to respect the fact that people do not want to share too much, while some people want to overshare. But that's by the way. So I was like, I'm an artist, and for a minute there was a pause, and this pause came from both of us. I didn't really understand what she was thinking about, right? But I was thinking about something in words because during that period, I had not created art for a pretty long time. Like, when I mean created art, I mean conventional art. I have not painted on canvas for like a while. And I think I had made a YouTube video, but not uploaded it yet. So I felt this guilt in me that how do I even call myself an artist and I've not made art in a pretty long while? And while all this was happening, I didn't notice her own silence. Then after I was off this, then her question, moved beyond what I did. She was kind of confused because it was kind of an unconventional profession. And not most times people think you should do art as a hobby, not as, what you do. She asked, for some sort of elaboration as to what I do. In that moment, I had to explain to her, yes, how I was an artist and how every other thing I did with my life right now to earn a living is birthed from my creativity. It's as a result of the fact that I'm a creative person. That's why I'm able to excel in those fields, the other things that I do, to make money. So that kind of like validated me as an artist, and being an artist was like an umbrella for everything that I did. Painting, drawing, making films, video editing, graphic design, and motion design. Right? Being an artist was an umbrella. That's who I was first. It was that seed that grew into a tree that created all those branches of who I was around that. I think that would reflect in your life too, whoever is saying this at this point. That should reflect in your life too. That would reflect in your life too, in a certain way. Because there's a certain way you love to layer your outfits because you're an artist. There's a certain way that you love to arrange your playlist. You don't just have one playlist. You have different playlists for the different things you do. I guess so, right? There's this intentionality when you do things. There's this intentionality as to why you wear what you wear. There's this intentionality at the style you have. There's this intentionality as to every little detail is chosen out of intention, and that's because who you are. That seed, the artist in you that creates, that makes you make some decisions that defines your style, your home style, the kind of music and how you love to arrange your things, your life in general. I will use the creative process, to, to explain my process when I go for a morning run. The way the creative process is, you have a team and a desired results in mind. You start small with the bits and pieces of the ideas that you have in your head. From there, you build on those small bits and pieces, right? From there, you build on those small bits and pieces. Then at some point, you find flow state. This part is the most interesting part because it's in between consciousness and unconsciousness. You've been able to establish a foundation. Now you can freestyle. right? So now you can find flow state and give your best performance on canvas. So back to the running process. Like if I was to go on the morning run, my mindset, the mindset that carries me through the morning run, it goes like this. Yeah, there's warm up. And during the warm up, the reason why I'm warming up because I know I'm about to go for a 3 to 5 kilometer run, right? So that's the reason why I am warming up, right? So I'm trying to set the team, prepare the pace. So the warm up is like preparing my canvas, getting familiarized with my canvas and tools. Then after the warm up, I start slow. So I'm dropping in the bits and pieces of ideas that I have in my head. I'm training my legs. I'm moving my legs, gradually one step at a time. One step at a time. Sometimes I've not even found the kind of music I would love to run to on that day, depending on my mood. I'm still listening to my playlist, but I've not found the perfect hit. But while in the midst of all these things, while your heart is getting used to the pump which you will need for the run, while your body is, getting used to the speed, the whole process, these are the bits and pieces that you add in the process. At some point, the whole running process leaves the effort stage. Right? The whole running process leaves the effort stage, and you understand that you've been able to find your rhythm. So it is in painting, so you've been able to find your rhythm. Then after finding your rhythm, reading while running, or your speed, your desired speed for that day according to your strength and how you feel, is equal to flow state in running, and the rest is history. You finish your run, or maybe you gas up at some point and you don't finish your run, but you get the point. So it's related, and I've been able to apply this into most of the other things that I do, right? Like when I find a solution to a problem at home and someone asks me, how do you do that? Or how come you're able to do that effortlessly? I reply to them. I say, I'm an artist. I cook something and it tastes good or better, and the person's like, "Is any special ingredient?" I'm like, "No, I'm an artist. I know how to put little bits of things together." Right? So at the end of the day, if you've not created art for a long, long, long time, or a long while, it might be life issues, it might be a creative rot, it might be a creative block, it might be anything that stopped you from creating art, like on the conventional base, like painting or film or whatever. If you can look around yourself, you'll notice that most of the things you do, the decisions you make, the way you organize your life is based on who you are. So yes, you're still an artist if you've not created art in a long while. So that's where I'm going to leave it out for today. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I would love us to grow. I would love this community to grow to a very, very, very big community, and in turn help ourselves along the way, help ourselves as artists along the way. But until next time, peace. I love you.